It was the worst attack on the army since the Kargil war. 18 army personnel killed in Manipur yesterday after their convoy was ambushed. And as more details of the horrific attack now emerge, questions are being raised about why, despite clear intelligence inputs being available, the army did not carry out due diligence and failed to pick up on the massive movement of insurgents that was taking place on the ground. Meanwhile, the bodies of the brave hearts who were martyred will be flown from Imphal to their respective states. Many of the bodies charred beyond recognition. 6 of the 18 who were killed were from Jammu and Kashmir. 7 were from Bilaspur in Himachal Pradesh. 2 from Uttar Pradesh, 1 each from Karnataka, Punjab and Madhya Pradesh.
We are very close to the spot in Manipur's Chandel district where an ambush killed about 18 soldiers of the Dogra regiment of the Indian Army and also injured many more. This, of course, is an Assam Rifles party here that has been carrying on routine operations also in this area, but right now is here because extra forces have been pumped into this area by the Indian Army to try and ensure that such an incident does not happen again, and also to try and ensure that there can be some kind of search operations to look at who exactly caused or affected this incident. A host of military organizations have actually claimed responsibility for this. At the moment, you can see how all of these people are actually carrying out search operations and road opening operations. So this is the situation here. Like I said, this is deep in the interiors of Chandel. This is not a place where normally you could access, a place which you could access normally because these are deep in the interiors, militant infested areas. These 2 trucks are the ones that came under attack yesterday. When this incident happened, we believe that about 40 to 50 insurgents or militants were here on these hilltops, and they fired upon this convoy of the Dogra regiment that was coming in from that side, from the Myanmar border, and heading towards Imphal, if you could say so, because Imphal is the major town that side. These hilltops here are full of jungles, and that's why perhaps it was easy to camouflage and sit here and wait as this Dogra convoy passed by here. These 2 trucks coming under fire, we believe that even rocket propellers were used to launch ammunition into this. Very sophisticated weaponry was used from these hills to target these 2 trucks and the convoys behind them. These 2, like I said, coming under major fire. A lot of troops are spread out into these jungles right now, trying to look for any sign of those 40-50 insurgents who came in here. That's the operation that's on from the army right now. We also believe that there will be further intensification of operations against these insurgents who basically use this entire route to go into Myanmar once they carry out their strikes here. But 2 things coming out very majorly. One, of course, the fact that was this a major intelligence failure on part of the army and also on part of the Manipur police. Now, if I can ask Sanjay to just show you this village once. The fact is that this might be a very hilly region, but it is also full of villages. So if 40 or 50 insurgents or militants were involved, why did the intelligence units of both the police and the army not pick up their movement through these villages or through these jungles, wherever? That's a big question that's being asked. The other important point to highlight is just how difficult it is for the army or the armed forces to operate here. This entire stretch that you see over here is towards Burma, towards Myanmar. We are being told that it takes about 6 to 7 hours by road, by vehicle, or about a full day of trekking to get through towards Burma. But if you know this jungle, if you know the topography, you can easily go from here towards that side, towards the Burma border. That's what we are being told could have happened. The fact that these insurgents came here, actually carried out the operation and then melted into these jungles towards Burma. Village upon village in Manipur's Chandel district, especially the area where an encounter between security forces and insurgents led to the killing of 18 army men and injuries to another 12, have emptied out. Many of these villagers here in this village where I am right now have put locks on their homes and have escaped to the Chandel town, perhaps fearful of an army operation that may take place in this area. I have one gentleman here with me. Sir, आप बता रहे थे आप आर्मी में ही हैं थे? आपका क्या नाम?
एसके बुंगसी।
अच्छा बुंगसी साहब, आप तो नहीं गए छोड़ के, बाकी लोग क्या गांव वाला सब चला गया?
सब दौर से भाग गया।
कब गया?
आज सुबह एमएलए साहब आया था, उसका गाड़ी में सब भाग गया।
अच्छा। और क्यों भाग गया दादा?
आर्मी लोग आगे कुटाई करेगा, उन लोग दौर से भाग गया।
अच्छा। लेकिन ऐसा भी बहुत लोग बोल रहे हैं दादा कि इतना लोग एक साथ में 50-60 लोग जाके किया, तो गांव से ही गया होगा। आप लोग को मालूम नहीं चला?
हम लोग बिल्कुल मालूम नहीं सर।
नहीं मालूम।
हाँ, नहीं मालूम है।
So I think that's one thing that's being said over here, that a few of these people who are here have chosen to stay behind, but a lot of the others have gone to Chandel. The army, of course, is carrying out combing operations. Not to say, of course, that they would trouble any civilians, but there does become the fear psychosis, and that is why a lot of these people have actually left this place and have gone to Chandel. So right now, a lot of the villages, if you'd come this side in these interiors where these villages are, you'd find them to be empty except for the odd person or two. That's the situation over here. With camera person Sanjoy Chakravarti, Alok Pandey, NDTV.